This is a discussion about unused indexes in PostgreSQL cluster and how to analyze them. Myself, Jobin Augustine. First of all, thanks to Pablo for following up and inspiring me to do this. Let's see what are the improvements we want to make and the problems which we want to fix. Indexes in databases, in general, improves some of the select statements, but at the same time, it may hurt the DML operation. It punishes and taxes DML operations. The transactions per second can come down. And there are a lot of negative aspects about the indexes. Indexes in general is something with a lot of side effects. In this blog post, it lists 10 major areas where indexes can hurt the performance. Pablo has done a more detailed study of this problem of performance degradation due to over-indexing. And even on a very optimistic and controlled environment, the degradation is clearly visible. And one of the important things to note here is these unused indexes provides no benefits and introduces measurable performance degradation. And remember that the benchmark is done on a very controlled environment to measure the best case scenarios. The actual degradation could be much worse. In addition to the cases and studies within Percona, the PostgreSQL user community outside often reports a lot of wide range of problems related to indexes. For example, vacuum may not be doing a good justice for indexes compared to corresponding tables, which could affect the overall performance as well as performance stability. Here is a typical case of large number of indexes and associated statistics causing high planning time. Then the planning is more costlier than actually executing it. In summary, indexes are expensive. They are not free of cost, and indexes can cause negative side effects. And ideally, we should keep only the essential indexes. So, what are the challenges with the existing methods and know-hows while addressing the problem? PostgreSQL already provides information like indexes which are never used or rarely used, how many times it is used, and when was the last time it is used. All these things can be considered for dropping unnecessary indexes. There are two major challenges one should be aware. One is the data is based on runtime statistics. Ideally, there should be few months of data to take a conclusive decision. And second is there could be cluster with multiple instances. And indexes used in one instance may not be used in another instance or vice versa. To address the first challenge, always check when was the database level stats was reset. Moreover, please sort the last usage column and see what is the oldest timestamp which you might be able to see. This may not be deciding on when was the reset done, but it can give an idea from where the stats are available. Please remember that the runtime stats will be lost if there is a crash or an unclean shutdown. And avoid taking decisions based on stats of very short windows. In a Postgres cluster with many instances, the main OLTP workload could be hitting on the primary, and less critical workload could be sent to the standby replica. Or there could be a delayed replica. There could be many replicas. That means the workload is different across all the nodes. That also means that the table usage and index usage may vary from instance to instance. An index can be considered as unused index if it is not used in any of the instance. Now coming to the solution for multi-node PG cluster. The solution is simple. We need to collect data from each node and collate and analyze it. The Postgres data collection and analysis tool pggather is envisioned to handle such cases. It is done by separating data collection and analysis into two separate processes. Now let's see a quick demo. For demonstration purpose, I created a synthetic workload on a demo cluster such that it will trigger index usage on various indexes on both primary and standby. Then collected the pggather data collection from primary and both standbys. The information from primary says there is a index usage and there is a small index usage on another index. And the first standby says that there is usage on another index. And the second standby says that in addition to the index which is used here, there is another index also used in the second standby. In such small cases, it is easy to collate, but in a real production environment with thousands of indexes, it's not easy to do a manual collation. And we need to collect the usage information also, because an index which is rarely used on primary may be heavily used on standby. pggather project has a history schema which is a separate SQL file. This is used for collating data from multiple data collections. The same schema is used for working with continuous collection. In addition to this demonstration, if you see unused indexes on pggather report, click on details. That can take you to the detailed instructions which is demonstrated here. These instructions can be copy pasted. The first step is to create a history schema. PSQL -f, and wherever pggather is checked out, history schema. So this will be creating the history schema which is required to hold the information from various instances. Now we can download the standby data collection to the main schema, just like regular pggather data collection. Okay, the data is imported. Now we can merge the data into the history schema. So here is the SQL statement. Just copy and go to the terminal, say PSQL, and execute it. So it merged 178 records. So overall this is happening. The data is getting imported to the main schema. This part is as usual, regular pggather usage. The difference is once data is imported to the main schema, that need to be merged with the history schema. This is the extra step which we are performing. So every standby data gets imported to the main schema, and the merge will do the summary. It will summarize all the data which is getting imported into the history schema. Do the same for every standby. Second standby data is imported to the main schema, and that also merged with the history schema. And finally we need to import the primary data. And this time we are going to merge the data back, which means primary data is imported to the main schema, and all the summary information stored in this history schema about all the standby databases is going to get merged with the primary data, and report is going to be generated. And that statement also provided in the documentation. Just copy and go to the terminal, PSQL, and execute it. Now all the history information, summarized history information, is merged back with the primary information. The last step is to generate the final analytical report, which is as usual. Now if we inspect the index section, we can see all the information is merged. The number of scans is the total sum of all the scans across primary and all the standbys, and the last usage information is the last usage information across all the nodes, whichever is the highest. Okay, so this will give us clear idea which index is not at all used or what is the level of index usage. The same documentation page contains an SQL statement which can be used for extracting the data as a query output in addition to the report. In summary, please ensure that there is sufficient statistical information, because if there is a crash or unclean shutdown, you may lose the data. At least several months of data is required for analyzing the unused indexes, and collect data from all the sites, both primary and all the standbys, and merge it with the history schema of pggather, so that we will have a complete picture, and finally generate the report using the merged information, so that the consolidated report will have everything we require, and we can generate the text query output using custom SQL statement. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, any questions, any feedback, or any improvement suggestions, please reach out to me or create an issue in the pggather repository.